Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Lee.
I've been avenging misery since 1968 because I got tired of the complaints. I didn't know what else to do. But I made up in my mind in 1968 that I was going to grow up and marry my father because he would flirt with my mother in a way that would let me know that she didn't want to act like she belonged to us in public. And my father was this demonstrative individual. He would say these things to me, and me being the natural problem solver, I would say to my mother about a year later, I'm going to grow up and marry my father. That way, we can solve some problems. You don't have to act like you don't want to be bothered with us. And she said, you can't marry him. He's married to me. And I felt that urge that women get when you get jealous, but you can't do a whole lot about it. And you feel threatened, and you feel like there's something going on that you need to do something about, but you back off because a bunch of old ladies in the church have taught you the right way to do things. But I still set my mind toward avenging misery because I was tired of the complaint, especially when you've got exits everywhere. And my father worked every nerve in his body to make the heathen female happy. And then he would tell me, when I tried to be like her because I wanted to find a man like him, that I was as foolish as she was. So at that point I began to realize the misery was twofold and it was combined in me. So what do I do now? And don't get me started about public school and all the advice that didn't apply from the little old ladies in my mother's church. And it's like misery again and again and again, and we're going to wrap all this up together, and we're going to find a way to defeat misery because I'm sick of bitching. You know? You take a drink, and then you find out you're allergic to mold, so you can't drink. You try isolation, and then you realize that's not going to work because you're the combination of people who actually start reproducing, and you want to merge stuff that could be germy with people who are even germier than you are. Misery. So I have to find a way to defeat the misery, right? So I start speaking in public and making a fool of myself in front of people who really don't understand anything I have to say because I look like a foreigner. Does she speak English? Is she from around here? She ain't from Kentucky, is she? No, I'm not from Kentucky, but I love Kentucky because Kentucky is big enough to encompass the New England states that came together to breed me in Massachusetts by way of two foreigners who speak two languages, but they kept me restricted to English so I wouldn't figure out they were talking about the neighbors, so I wouldn't repeat anything they had to say. See, so I'm a little bit socially retarded, but that's okay. I'm working on some stuff. Revenge. We're going to avenge misery because it doesn't matter that the United States Navy considered me a reject, so I can't serve my country. And it doesn't matter that the only men who have any decent conversation are already married. Heavens to Murgatroyd. See? I don't want to share anything I got to put back because I might want to keep it for some stuff, right? Something that doesn't require batteries and plastic applicators and stuff like that. I kind of want something living, breathing, growing, and in love, but never mind. Love is depressing. We're defeating misery, right? So I get out in public and I do things, and then poets want to tell me, yeah, but I want to get up in your ass. If you're not going to tell me that you can drop it like it's hot, I don't want to hear what you got to say. But it's a poetry reading. I got to express myself. I don't want to hear it. You're wearing a thong. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and public radio said, "Hey, we got slam storytelling going on, and you can come out and express anything you like as long as you're on topic." And I'm like, revenge. I dare any one of the poets to come to this right here. Because, see, I don't know how to tell a story, but it doesn't matter. The fact that I got the balls to get up here is going to impress somebody enough to maybe ask me out on a date so I could quit being miserable, right? And having these strange fantasies about my father, who's now dead, right? I gotta quit getting wet for dead men, right? 'Cause I'm a rag-wearing woman. I work a blue-collar job. I'm a product of the USA, and I eat corn on the cob. I lit what I believe in, guide me through my right and wrong, and I hope I don't get locked up for my messing with this song. So here's to everybody in here, slam storytelling. Let me share a big woo-hoo, 'cause we know